games here on the north side of Chicago.
Singing, he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Here's the second baseman, Jackie Robinson. Here's a 1-1. And another ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Nate Eaton now at the plate. Right through there for a strike.
1-2.
That's outside, and it's 2-2.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Musgrove checks the runner. Robinson back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
At the belt and fires. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes and one away.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But some way, you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Now here is Frank Thomas. And it finds its way through for a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
At the plate, Luis Gonzalez. In the air to left center. Minoso sizes this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away. As we take a look at the Nationals lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
That one in for a strike, 2-2.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss.
Ouch, that one got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So 2 down, and it's the catcher for the Nationals, Harry Ford. 2 outs. Fought off foul.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Good job of getting out of the jam.
Back here with my pal Siggy. getting the nod in this one. Mackenzie Gore, what's the word on him?
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Here's a 2-1. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He's out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more. His timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And here is Xander Bogaerts. No. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Out to short, Allen. On to first, Bogaerts retired. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, it features a great veteran presence, Justin Morneau.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
To the right side, gets it to first, and Minoso is set down. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing there for the Friars. Scoreless after 1. Top of the second. Now it's the right fielder, Dylan Cruz. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Kicks and fires. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Alex Call, the next to hit. And he deals. Big swing and a miss.
1-2.
Kicks and deals. And another ball. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack. Sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside.
Morneau steps on first for the out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened. So you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
So the batting order turns over. Jackie Robinson getting ready to hit. The Nationals with a chance to score first here in the second game of the series. On the ground to third, Machado. Tosses across to first. That's out number 3. So 1 left for Washington. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. and welcome back to the ballpark.
The third baseman, Machado.
Now Machado up here. Next pitch misses inside, and that's ball 2. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. That one clips the outside corner, and the count 1-2. And a pitch. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Puts it away for the out. Then there's one down.
Batting fifth, the catcher,
Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. And down the lefty, there goes the runner. Ground ball left side. Over to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
batting seventh, the first baseman,
So digging in, Justin Morneau. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball.
As he was out
2
front
strikes.
that time. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. 1 hit, 1 left. We head on down to the top of the third. No score. On to the third inning. Up now for Washington, Nate Eaton. Wouldn't chase that time. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Puts it away for the out.
the first baseman, number 35.
And now, Frank Thomas. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
And there's a ball.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Here's the center fielder, Luis Gonzalez. Line to left. Minoso settles under it and makes the catch. And that's the third out. Nationals go quietly, and we are still scoreless. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Hunter Renfroe. The 3-1. And there's
That's
ball
the ball.
4.
Take your base.
Leading off.
Next for the Padres, Joe Musgrove. Trying to move him over here. Throws to first in time. Out on the sac bunt.
Really nice technique right there to get that sac bunt down. Advances that runner up another base. That was his job. He got it done.
Now it's the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
The pitch. That one way inside.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Here as often as you can, the numbers are in your favor.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. Here comes a pitch. In there at the knees. It's a ball in 2 strikes. And on second, 2 down. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. And a pitch. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 4th, and now the shortstop, Nick Allen. A wind and a pitch. And a foul ball. And here it comes. The punch out there, and 1 out now.
Just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Musgrove snags it, and there's 2 down. Dylan Cruz will hit next. In there at the knees. 1 and 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Foul ball still, a 1 and 2 count.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Hard hit left side. Kim with the throw to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for Washington. Still no score. Bottom 4. Now at the plate, Manny Minoso.
No left field.
The 1-1. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the next pitch is way outside. Kicks and fires. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And the pitch. That one almost got him. The pitch. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. That one the other way. Oh, he gloves it.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's Manny Machado. And that one is lifted in the air. Cruz racing over to make the catch.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. 2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Hit weakly on the ground. On the run, throw to first. In time, got him. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. And we're still knotted at 0. We go to the top of the 5th. Now, Alex Call. Next pitch in for a strike. Now 1-2. And the right-hander deals. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield. Even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Go-ahead run on base. And now here's the Nationals pitcher, Mackenzie Gore. And a sac bunt here. On the run, sends it over to first. On target. He got him. Nice play.
Well, just doing his part right there, trying to move that runner in a scoring position. Got it down successfully. Now we'll see if they can drive him in from second.
Next to hit for the Nats, Jackie Robinson.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And he grounds one to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
And now up for Washington, Nate Eaton.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Going to count 1-2. 2 outs and a runner at third. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next pitch is outside. Strikeout there. Nationals lead one. Halfway through this one. Still no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Luis Campusano. Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
Steady up the hitter, get his arms extended. Tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
And now 2-2. And another ball. And he walked him.
Take your base.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with a free pass.
And here is Justin Morneau. Good eye in that spot.
2-1.
That one misses. 3-1.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Runner at first with no outs here. And it's through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
That just misses, and it's 2-1. And a pitch. Sliced hard but foul. The pitch. Bounce to third. And that one finds its way through. Headed for the plate. Throw into third. And he's in safely at third. And a run comes in to score. And he'll pull into second safely. Joe Musgrove. That one into dirt, and it's 2-1. At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2.
He was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Up the middle. Throw over to Thomas. Runner scores, though. That's a little insurance, and the lead is 2. So the lineup flips over. Next to hit, Ha-Sung Kim. 2 runs across in the inning. Last half of inning number 5. Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. It usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And it's second. And now the count filled up 3-2. There's a swing and a drive. And forget it. He circles the bases. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 4-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off. Here comes the
skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Mackenzie Gore is done, and he had a tough time keeping them in the ball game today. We'll get a new arm when we come back. Jackson Rutledge will take over here.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Now Xander Bogaerts gets a chance to hit. The 1-1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. It's a bomb. They go back to back. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they add a run. It's 5-zip.
Another home run. This is turning into BP. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it. Those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
And here is Minnie Minoso. Right-handed reliever.
No.
Just missed.
It's a good take.
Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning here in the 2nd game of the series. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Great location with that 2-strike fastball. I'll tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times, that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
2 outs. Fights it off. You'll see another. Three-2 on the way. That's ripped. Base hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So man aboard, and the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Over to Jackie. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And the lead is now 5-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Start of the 6th. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Frank Thomas. Just missed.
That's the
3-1,
ball.
and he couldn't come up with it.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
So now it's the full-hole hitter, Luis Gonzalez. Missed with a changeup, and the count is 3-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
The pitch. Out towards left center. And that'll fall for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
That ball right there landed in what they call a no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
2-2 now. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Around 3rd. The throw in. He'll score easily. It's 5-1. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hit 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP. Everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Jay Groom.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's the speedy catcher, Harry Ford. Payoff pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
2 on, 1 out. That's hard hit on the line. Nabs it.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
So first and second with 2 outs. Alex Call digging in for the Nationals. Out to short. Off balance throw in time. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 5-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the 6th inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Luis Campusano. And a good eye there.
2-1.
The wind of the pitch. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Call makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
The first baseman, number 33.
Stepping in for San Diego, Justin Morneau. 1 out, base is empty. And the slider just misses. And there's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Center field, number 16. Hunter.
And he deals.
Ball 2.
Foul ball. And the righty deals. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one missed. Struck him out looking. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Jake Cronenworth.
Pretty surprised they're going with a pitcher off the bench here, Booth. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Morneau off of first with 2 away. And a swing and a miss. That ends the frame. 1 left for San Diego. They're up 5-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jacob deGrom.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
So now a pinch hitter for the pitcher, Hebert Ruiz.
He's got a little pop in his bat, Boo. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. And another ball. Movement in the bullpen. Luis Patino, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Morejon also throwing. Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
And here it comes. Out to short. Kim. Jump throw. On target. He got it. Nice play.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent base.
Here's the third baseman, Nate Eaton. The Nats down by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. Fastball for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
High fly ball out to left field. Minoso drifts towards it, and he makes the catch. And that is that. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jackie Wise.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Up now the Padre leadoff man, Ha-Seong Kim. Hawaii to kick the pitch. And now 2 balls and a strike. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Tanner Rainey up and throwing. Righty to the plate.
Ball, too high.
On the ground to third. And he grabs it foul. Got him looking. And he did not like the call.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sync of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Base knock center field. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And now here is Minnie Minoso. Man at second. On the ground to the left. Sneaks through, base hit. Here comes Bogarts around third. The throw in, it's off the mark, and he scores.
Well done, drives in the run. Nice job keeping it fair as he turned on it down the line. And once it got through the infield, it was a double all the way.
Here's Machado. 1-1 now. And that one fouled off. And another ball. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 2 away now.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
And now the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. The pitch. Now a fly ball to right center. Gonzalez sizing this one up. Brings it in. And that is that. A run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Frank Thomas. And a 1-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
The pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Right side, hard hit. A flip to the pitcher, covering. 1 up, 1 down.
Now, the 7th Gonzalez.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Luis Gonzalez. And another ball.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Swings through that.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
One down, base is empty. Ground ball to the right side. Mordon tosses to the pitcher, covering the bag. And Gonzalez retired.
Up next for Washington, the shortstop.
Nick Allen digging in for the Nationals. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Harry Ford digging in for the Nationals. And the pitch. And another ball. Two outs. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. Oh, he throws it away. Coming home. He scores. It's 6-2.
Well, just a total breakdown defensively right there. I mean, allowing a run to score all the way from first because of an error pretty much shouldn't happen, but every once in a while we see one of these weird plays and it leaves everyone kind of scratching their heads.
Runner at third, 2 gone. Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. Right-hander kick steals. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Chopped out towards short. Kim. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 1 run. A discussion happening at home plate now, and I think they're making a double switch. Paul Sewell on the pitch now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup on the double switch. Kanan Smith and Jigba. He'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup.
And that's number 2, Kanan.
So digging in now for San Diego, Luis Campusano.
The catcher, Luis Campusano.
And now Justin Morneau.
33. Justin Morneau.
Left-hand hitter waits. Right through there for a strike.
2-2.
That one just misses. And down on strikes he goes. 2 down.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Next pitch is in the dirt. Ball 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. And a base hit into right center field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And that's in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Left-hand batter waits. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Padres lead 1. They lead it 6-2. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Luis Patino.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
And another ball.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Tyler Matzik, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. And there's a ball.
Full count.
In the air, out towards right center. Tatis drifts towards it, calls it in for the out. He's 2 outs away. Kanan Smith and Jigba digging in for the Nationals. The 1-1. There's a strike, 95 of that one.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
And that's the strikeout looking. Now only 1 out remaining. Back to the top of the lineup. Next to hit, Jackie Robinson. The count 2-1. Wouldn't chase that time. The Padres leading by 4 here at the top of the 9th. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line and into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side.
So now 1-2.
If he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it.
Hit to right, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Padres even this series up at a game apiece.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Schaumburg. Thanks for joining us.
The final line for the victorious San Diego Padres. 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 6 runners on base. For the Nationals, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 4 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.